Good evening, everyone. Warm welcome to all of you as we begin another session of our industry-oriented training on Python programming for AI and data analytics. In our previous session, we established a strong foundation in Python by understanding its basics, data types, variables, and programming operators. Today's session continues with one of the most important aspects of programming, using arithmetic, relational, logical, assignment, and bitwise operators efficiently to solve computational problems. Operators are more than just symbols in a programming language. They are the tools that allow us to build logic, process information, and make our programs intelligent. Whether you're developing software, analyzing data, or creating models, a clear understanding of these operators is essential for writing accurate and efficient code. Today's hands-on session will focus on strengthening these concepts through practical examples, helping you gain the confidence to use them in real programming scenarios. I encourage everyone to code along, test different combinations, and actively participate throughout the session. It is my pleasure to welcome our esteemed mentor and speaker, Dr. Meher Chand, whose expertise in AI, machine learning, and computational sciences continues to provide participants with valuable academic and industry-oriented insights. With great pleasure, I invite Dr. Meher Chand to lead us into today's session. Over to you, sir. Sir, you are currently muted.
Thank you. Thank you, dear Face, for nice introduction. Uh, Today is the fourth session of our industrial training program. And yesterday we discussed many important basic fundamentals about the Python. Okay. Today also we are going to discuss some more interesting part which will help you for the understanding and many things. Okay. So if you have any question related to the previous session and you want to ask any question, please feel free to ask for me. And after that, I will start my session. Yes, please. Anyone? If you have any question, please. Do you have any question?
No, sir. कोई question नहीं.
Okay, no question. One participant send me one problem. I don't know the name of the participant. His name was his mobile number not saved in my mobile. So I got on WhatsApp message. If there is no more no question, we can start. So this is my screen. You can see here. Entire screen is visible now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just 1 minute, please. One minute, please. I am taking new file and we can open new file from this place. Okay. Yes. One minute, 1 minute. I'm checking some my important file. 1 minute, please. Okay. So here we have some interesting operations. We are going to start from the very beginning. The topic of the today's session is operators and expressions. And I can make it bold, mark down, control and enter. Okay. So today the content which we are going to discuss is arithmetic, rational, logical assignment, and bitwise operation, advanced level with some applications. Okay. So first, we have discussed already about the addition, subtraction, multiplication. Okay. So there are several type of the operators, just like arithmetic, assignment, comparison, logic-wise, bitwise, identity, membership, conditional. Okay, so let's discuss all these one by one. And today, some of the just like inbuilt functions in the Python, we are going to discuss along with how we can assess all these inbuilt function and then how we can use them. Okay, so yes, we can start from this place by taking the new shell. Suppose that the value of A is equal to we have is 9 and that of B we have is 5. Okay. And as you know, you can directly use all these command and we have used already. Just some of the command will be repeated. So here we have to use double quote sign. And this type of the problem was faced by one participant. Okay, so that particular student will get also the solution. What was the error? Okay, so there are two ways to use. One is in this way, sum of A and B, or you can use here addition of A and B. Then you can use here add space, colon sign, add space. Then after you can use a direct operation A plus B. And when you will enter, control and enter. So you can see the value of these two number has been printed at the place. Sometimes you can use by using the resulting value store in the variable and then later we can use just like we have A plus B. Okay. And if you are using here result, so in this way also you can use either you can use the function here, then you can use letter to print the output value. See, so in both the cases, the output value will remain same. There is no problem. But sometimes if you are facing the problem, you can restart the kernel. And to restart the kernel, actually in the backend, sometimes when you are assigning the value and some operations are ongoing and you have gave the input. So in that case, sometimes we are getting error. So you can restart the kernel. So from this place, that double arrow sign, okay, just your play at its place, click on it and restart. So the kernel will restart again. Okay, so if there is the prompt written to the kernel, that will be solved automatically just by clicking on this sign. Okay, then the other operations you can use here, just like here is the subtraction. I'm using only the subtraction. Okay, and here you can use a minus b. Then we can have multiplication. Okay, so some of them will be revised. Then you can have at this place you will apply the operation a product b. Okay, then you can have division. And here for the division we are using a backslash b, a divided by b. Okay, and if you want to use floor function, okay, so the for floor what you will do, you have to remember the signs for floor. Okay, this will be, you have to use here a double black space then b. This is the floor. And if you want to get the modulus, okay, modulus here modulus, modulus, the sign will be a percentage b. Okay, and for power or exponential, you can use power, and here you will use a double product b. And when you will execute control and s, so you can find here the respective values. Okay, so this is the division, this is the subtraction. You can see the value of subtraction. Then you can find the value of multiplication. We have the division, okay, a by b, and this is the floor function. This is the floor function, okay, and then modulus, okay. You can see the modulus. So when you will divide 9 by 5, remainder will be 4. This is the remainder, okay, and the power. We have 9 raised to power 5 is the value. So these operations are very simple. If you want to apply for the finance problem, for to calculate the compound interest, so how just you are required to keep in mind the parameters which are essential to calculate the compound interest. Okay, so here you can see this is the formula. This is the finance application. To calculate compound interest. Okay. So the formula, we have to choose the parametric values. P, principal value, that is, suppose that we have 1 lakh, you can take. Then rate of interest we have to choose, and that is 0.08%. This is the 8%. Okay. And then time, you can take the time duration. Suppose that I am taking 5 years. Okay, so A is equal to P product, then I have 1 plus R, 1 plus R, okay, and then exponent t. So this is the formula to calculate the compound interest and then print the value a. Okay, so by using this formula, you can easily calculate. So this is the value. Okay, to calculate the compound interest. So similarly, you can apply for various type of the problems, and you are required to convert the formula into the syntax of Python. Okay, and what parameters are there? So you have to assign the values to all the parameters which are enrolling in the formula. So this is the formula, and we are required to assign the values to all the parameters. Okay, and then after you will apply the formula stored inside one variable, and also you can use the same thing directly. If you will comment this line, and you can use here direct the formula in the print command, then also this will return the same value. So there are various ways. Sometimes if you want to store the value which you want to compute, and later on you can use the command to print the value. Also, you can use this statement without using the print. Okay, what I will do after computing this value and store inside a, and without using the print command, you have to use this variable again. This will automatically print the value. Control and enter. Is there any problem in the formula? Okay, so here I have to use comment command. Control and enter. You can see. Okay, so this value, without using the print function, you can print the value. Just you have to repeat this variable again here. So the meaning of this variable is to print the value of a. Okay, so these are the several ways how you can use these statements, depend upon your feasibility, what operation is more suitable for you. Okay, so all the expressions which we can use here for this finance application to compute compound interest, we can use in this way. Now we can have one more function, just like we have the machine learning application to calculate the equivalent distance. But here we are not using any machine learning model, but sometimes we are required to calculate the distance between 2 points. Okay. For that, I'm using here the example. This is the ML related to the machine learning application. And in machine learning, we have to calculate the distance. Okay, so Euclidean distance, and that is for that purpose you have to import math. So math is one type of the module inside the Python, and sometimes if you are required to use mathematical formula, any kind of the, sometimes that may be most of the inbuilt functions are fundamental formulas, fundamental functions, or the basic functions, or you can say elementary functions. So all these are available in this module. Okay, so just here what you required, only import math, and then after we can use. So here see how we can use. We are required 2 points. Okay, for the distance we are taking 2 points. One is x1 and y1. So you can store the value of x1 and y1 all together at the same time, 4, 8. So the meaning of this statement is the value of x1 is 4 and that of y1 is 8. Then enter x2, x2 and y2. So these are the 2 points, coordinate x1, y1, x2, y2. So that is 7, 12. So these are 2 points. Now we want to apply the distance formula. Okay. So here is the distance will be equal to, from math, we are taking square root, SQRT. So in the math, we have the square root function. This will come the square root of any value. Okay. Just like if you want to check here, how you can use, we can use like copy and paste here. We have to use this function also here one time. And if you will put here any value, okay, suppose it is 25, control and enter. So this is the square root of 25. Okay, so this formula math.sqrt is used here to calculate the square root. Okay, so here square root of x2 minus x1, x2 minus x1. What we are doing here? We are applying the formula to get distance between the 2 points. Then plus, and again we have y2 minus y1 and its square. Okay, so this is the formula to get the distance between 2 points. So the meaning is this one, square root of this expression, x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square, and this the values of x1 y1 x2 y2 we have assigned at this place. Then print the output value. Okay, and the variable is distance. Okay, execute. So you can see this the distance between these 2 points. This is the distance. If you are changing the value, this is 14, this is 28, this is 17. Okay, and execute again. So this is the distance. Okay, so this is the first coordinate and this is the second coordinate. Okay, if you have 3-dimensional, then you have to take at place one more. This is Z1. Okay, and assign the value of Z1, suppose that it is 12. And here we will have comma Z2. Okay, and assign the value of third variable. Suppose that it is 2, 3. Then extend this formula. Here we have to use Z2 minus Z1. Okay, so this will calculate the distance between these 2 points. See, this is the distance. Okay, so in this way you can apply. Any doubt?
एक्सक्यूज मी सर।
Yes, ma'am, please.
सर जैसे x1 की वैल्यू ये 14 ही लेगा, मतलब जिस सीक्वेंस में हमने दी है, और अलग
Yes,
अलग
yes. The meaning of the left side variable we have x1, y1, z1, and on the right hand side we have 14, 28, 12. This is the value of x1 because we have the x1 first variable. This is the value of y1 since we have y1 here, and this is the value of the third variable z1. Okay, so in which sequence we are using here? In the same way, these values will be assigned to these variables. Okay. Okay, so there is no difference, or either you can assign the values by choosing one by one. So this is the easiest variable. You can store the values of multiple variable in the single line. So this is the way how you can store the values of the multiple variable. Okay, whether one variable, 2 variable, 3 variable, including you can have multiple parameters also. Okay, this doesn't matter. So this is the way how you can store the values to the multiple variables.
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
Got it? Then
sir.
we can have one more interesting example here. Assignment operator. Okay. Just like yesterday we discussed, and the similar type of the example we have. I comment here assignment operator. Okay. So here suppose that the salary we have is 50,000. Then we have the salary after increment of 5,000. Okay. And then salary product equal 1.10. Okay. Then print salary. So I think you can easily understand the meaning of this operation, which we have applied. Okay. So after that, when you will calculate, and you can see the value is this one. Okay. If you are using only this operation, so the increment will be added here. Okay. So this will be 55,000. Okay, 50,000 plus 5,000. And if you have some percentage bonus, okay, so 1.10, so this will be based on this total salary. Okay, suppose that. So this will be computed and stored inside address space, and control and enter. So this will automatically update the salary. So in this way, you can extend the applications of this operation, and many times to simplify, we can easily apply. Got it?
Yes, sir.
सर गुड इवनिंग सर मेरा क्वेश्चन था कि ऊपर डिस्टेंस में Z2 माइनस Z1 स्क्वायर क्यों नहीं आया?
Very good. Thank you to catch my error. Thank you. Actually, here we need square, which was missing. Z2 minus Z1. Thank you to correct me. Control and enter. Yes, this is the exact value. The square was missing. Okay. And yes. So now we have the, yesterday also we talked about some comparison operator. Okay. Here also you can have the some examples, interesting example. Okay. So some of the examples will be similar according to the topic. Okay. And some will be help you to revise. And because in the beginning, we need some solid base. Okay, after that, I will use only the prepared file. Okay, so this week I will try to write everything. So
हेलो
here
सर,
we have the
एक्सक्यूज मी
yes,
सर।
please. Yes,
सर
yes.
मैंने अभी चैट बॉक्स में क्वेश्चन लिखा है थोड़ा, ये अपन जो प्रिंसिपल रेट निकाल रहे हैं ना,
Pardon?
कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट के लिए जो फॉर्मूला क्रिएट किया है अपन ने,
हाँ,
वो पर्टिकुलर वैल्यूज के लिए है। तो मान लो अपन जनरलाइज फॉर्मूला उसको कैसे बनाएंगे वेरियस प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट के लिए?
आपने चैट बॉक्स में क्वेश्चन डाल दिया
जी जी जी।
कि how I can check it. Stop sharing. You are asking in the just you write here. I have question. Saurav Sharma.
जितेंद्र
Okay,
कुमार
just
सर।
actually the thing is if you have the formula of anything which you want to calculate, okay, the main thing is to understand the syntax in the Python, how you can convert this particular formula in the syntax of Python. Okay, so here you can see the expressions. So this is the formula. We know the formula of to calculate the distance is x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square plus z2 minus z1 square, and it's a whole under root. Okay, similarly, to calculate the compound interest, we have this formula. Okay, we are using here. Okay, so if you have any other formula to calculate something more, so just you are required how you can convert the formula into the syntax of Python only. Okay, so this is the syntax which you can see in the Python, and these are the values of the parameters which are required at a base. Okay, so whatever you have the formula, you can easily convert in the syntax of the Python, which is very simple. Okay, so you can easily apply, and still if you have the prompt to apply, we can discuss. Got it? Only actually the thing is there are various formulas to calculate some according to your domain, according to there are many statistical formulas are there in state or in the mathematics. Okay, but everything what you need to understand the syntax expression in the Python. Only this thing is important. So once you will able to write, you can convert every formula into that particular expression. Yes, please. Got it? Okay, someone has unmuted the mic. Okay. So now come to the next example. That is related to the comparison operator. Yesterday we discussed, but here also you can use, we can have some example. So I think you are familiar now to use these operations. And I have one question. I shared all the files which I presented yesterday. Did you try all these files yourself? Please let me know how many participants are using these content which I am providing you. Did you try all this content?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you to all. Yes. So I think all these content which I provided you, you have tried, and all the examples are simple to implement, and you have applied all these successfully. What do you mean by the comparison operator? Anyone, please? What are the comparison operators?
Sir,
Suppose that I have age is, yes, anyone?
sir, comparison
sir.
operators are used to compare two values or more values.
Yes. So here we have the simple examples, and this is the another way to use here, just like greater than and equal to 18. So in the very simple statement, you can use it. Okay. So control and enter, you have the answer. Similarly, you can add here marks. Okay. And print. marks we have is equal to, suppose that I have is 82. Okay, and here you are using marks is greater than and equal to 40. And then last statement I have is income. Suppose that income I have is 80,000. Okay, then print. Income is greater than and equal to how much? 50,000. Control and enter. So all the outputs here are true. If you are using like here less than and equal to, here is also less than and equal to, less than or equal to. Okay. Control and enter. Now all the statements are false. Okay. And sometimes if you are using here equal and the value at its place is also 18. Control and enter. So you can see here age is, sorry, this is 10, 18. Okay, so age we store at its place is 18, and here also we are comparing left side and equal right side. So in this way we can use all these expressions. Some are the logical operation. Okay, so see here, if I am using the logical operator, what are the logical operator?
सर एक से ज्यादा कंडीशन चेक करने के लिए लॉजिकल ऑपरेटर यूज करते हैं, जैसे एंड
Okay.
और नॉट.
Okay. When we have एक से ज्यादा two or more than two conditions. Okay, thank you. Age, suppose that age is we have 22, and citizen true. Okay, citizen true. Then if we are now using here, we have two conditions. Okay, one is age is greater than and equal to 18. Then you will use and citizen. Okay. Yes. So when you will execute this statement, control and enter, this is true because this is the one statement and this is the one statement. This is true and also this is true. When both the conditions will true, then the entire output will be true. If you will make it a space less than, then this is false. One statement is true, but one is false. Okay, and we are using here AND operator and logical operator. So in this case, we are required to both the statement will be true, only then this will be true. Okay, so now this will be true. So in this way, you can use logical operators. And here also we can include one more example, username. Username is equal to, we have admin. Okay, and then we have the password. Then we have password. Okay, and the password we have for that. This is also the string 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I have this password. Okay, then print username is equal to admin. And then password is equal to, okay, that is password. Okay. Control and enter. So here password, username, password. Okay. So this we can use new shell. For this we are using new shell. Control cut. Yes. And here you are using. Okay. So control and enter. Yeah. So actually here we are using a username, we are using here admin, and this is the password. Okay. And here we are using and condition. So username is equal to admin and password is equal to password. So this statement and this statement both are different. Both have different output. Okay, both are not equal. That's why we have false. Got it? This is the username and this is the password. Here we are using AND operator. So this statement and this statement both are not same or not returning the same value. Okay, that's why we have false. So sometimes when you are developing some software and you want to give some username and password you want to assign. Okay, if these values will match. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to assign if the username which you are giving here that is true. Okay, will match with the which you have when you will develop the software, and the username admin which will match, and password also which you are giving will match. So if both the value will true, if this statement and this statement both will true, only then this will be the output will be true and the window will open. Okay, so at the place we have to extend accordingly. Okay, but here we have only the two values, this value and this value, both are different and not equal. That's why we have this is false. And if you will use here admin, username, password. Actually, okay. Yes. Okay. So inside the password, we have this is also again false because this cannot be equal to password. Here, the value of password we have is this value. Okay. This is the reason. Again, this is false. Okay. So here we can have the bitwise operator. So see what are the meaning of bitwise operator, and these are again very simple to use. See, I am taking the new shell. 1 minute, please. What do you mean by bitwise operation? Okay, let's try. bitwise operators. Okay. And here suppose that the value of a is equal to we can take 12, and that of b I have is 5. Okay. So print simply a and b. So this then we have okay. I have one more operation, print. Then I have a or b. For or you will use this sign. Then control. Then I have shift. Okay. Next I have is print a have b. Then print I have is 10 is less than very less than 1. Then print ten to print 42. Control and enter. Observe these values and what you understand from this. So first let me know what is the meaning of bitwise operation. Anyone who can explain? Any person who is from the computer background?
Yes, sir. I think it works on bits.
हाँ जी मैम.
I think, sir, it works on bits. For example, a equals to 12 and convert into binary like this, sir.
For example?
फॉर एग्जाम्पल सर जैसे ए की वैल्यू 12 है तो उसको इसने बाइनरी में कन्वर्ट किया, उसके बाद बी की वैल्यू 5 है तो उसको भी बाइनरी में कन्वर्ट किया, देन उस पर जो एंड ऑपरेटर है वो
Yes.
इम्प्लीमेंट किया.
Yeah. So these are the actually we need to learn about the bit operation. Okay, so we have to convert these values in binary.
Yes,
and
sir.
then we have to apply the operation and or. Okay, after
Yes.
that we are getting these values. Okay, so just like you can see, if we have you know how we can convert these values?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Suppose
sir.
that I have a is equal to 5. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then its binary value will be
sir 1 0.
1 0 or 0 1?
नहीं 1 0. Sorry.
1 0.
1 0 1.
1 0 0 1.
नहीं सर 1 0 1. नो सर 4 बिट में लिखना चाहते हो आप? तो 4 बिट में अगर लिखेंगे तो ये आएगा 0 1 0 1.
Yes, 0 1 0 1.
0 1. Yes, sir.
Okay. So how we can convert this value?
सर एक्चुअली इसका जैसे सिंपली फॉर्मूला है, इसको बोलते हैं 8421 मेथड.
ओके.
हाँ जी सर. तो यहाँ पर तो जैसे 5 है तो 5 कैसे बनेगा इसमें? 8421 है हमारे पास जो इसका हम मेथड लेंगे, मैं ना चैट बॉक्स में लिख रही हूँ. तो यहाँ पर जैसे 4 और 1 को ऐड करके हमारे पास 5 आएगा. तो यहाँ पर 4 होगा वहां पर भी हम 1 बिट लिखेंगे और यहाँ पर 1 होगा वहां पर भी हम 1 बिट लिखेंगे. तो ऐसी इसकी बाइनरी जो हम जनरेट करते हैं.
Okay, so these are some binary operations. We have to convert these values into the binary, and then after we will apply, and according to that which you are using here operations, and after computing, then they will convert again in numerical form. Okay, we have these values. If sometimes you are required to use for those people who are from the computer background, they can use all these, but not much important for AI and machine learning, because in for that purpose we use only statistical method or mathematical formulas are essential for us. But sometimes if you need, you can use in this way. So this is the way how you can use. And if
Sir,
you want to convert, we have some functions in the Python. By using these functions, which we will discuss after during this session, how you can convert all these. Okay, so if you want to convert one number to the another format, you can do. All these are the inbuilt functions inside the Python. You are required to access that particular function, and by using the same, you can convert in any format, depend upon your choice. Okay. So then after I have less time, but I want to cover all this. So this file I have already prepared here, you can see, and we can go through this file very quickly. So this example I was talking. Okay. Now we have the this example short circuit evaluation. Okay, here we have false and print hello, true or print hello. Okay, so see here when you will execute. So this is true. Here we are using and or. Okay, so false and print hello, and true or print hello. Okay, so for both we have hello. That's why are true. This is the short circuit evaluation, and these are the bit operations. Okay, now we have the now we have the identity operator. Okay, so in the identity you can see we have a is equal to 1 comma 2. Okay, these two values are there, and then b is equal to a. It means when you are using b equal to a, the values of a are stored inside b also. Okay, so now what happened here, both are identical. Okay, so if you want to check the whether these are identical, same or not, for that you will use a is b. You will use is function. Okay, the meaning is that a is b is whether these two are identically same or not. Okay, just like for add space, when you will execute, these are identically same. But if you are taking here, I am taking, let's see, here is 2 comma 3. See what happened? This is now false. Okay, here is 1, this is 2, here is 2, here is 3. So identically these values are not same. And if you are taking here 1 and then here is 2, so now these are identically equal. One, two, 1, 2. I have to re-execute, restart the shell. And what if I do here A? Control and the cell has not been executed to avoid the kernel deadlock. Okay. Okay, this was the error. Actually, at this place, this shell was not executed, and I am trying to execute the previous statement. That's why when I tried at this place, okay, it was showing error. And to avoid this type of error when you have executed the entire kernel, okay, what you have to do, first you have to complete this task, which you can see here. So let's see this example also, mini project student result analyzer. So here we have the marks input, enter the integer, enter the marks, then attendance input, we have the attendance percentage. Okay, eligible marks are greater than 40. And here you can see, and we have two conditions. Marks are greater than and equal to 40, attendance greater than and equal to 75. These two conditions must be satisfied. Okay, then we are deciding the grade. A, if marks greater than and equal to 90, as B, if marks greater than or equal to 75, as. So here we are using if else condition. Okay, so C, if marks are greater than or equal to 60, else. Then D, if marks greater than or equal to 40, else. Okay, so this is the way you can apply this condition according to the grade. This is the another way to use all these. Okay, so similar type of example we have done in the previous session, but here we are using all these conditions according to grade A, B, C separately. If else, if else, if else. So whatever the condition will be true, according to that, the grade will be print. Okay, so this will check all these values according to the value which we will enter at this place, and the attendance. So attendance for all the student must be at least 75. Okay, only then grade will be there. Okay, so this is the minimum requirement. So both the statement must be true. This statement as well as this statement must be true, and grade will be based on only marks. Okay, and here you can see the print command, eligible. If the both the conditions are satisfied, then the candidate will be eligible. Then to print the grade, okay, grade will be taken from this part. Okay, so this will depend upon the marks. So suppose that I am entering here, the marks are 89. Okay, then attendance must be more than 75, greater than and equal to 75. So I am entering here 80%. Yes, you can see. So these are the output. Marks are 89, which we have entered. This is the 80. Now the candidate is eligible. Okay, you can see here true, and grade is B because the marks which we have entered 89 is true at this place. This statement will be true only if marks are greater than or equal to 90. But here, if this statement is false, then this will check this part. Now the marks are 89, which are less than 90, but greater than 75. So the grade is B. You can see the grade is B. If percentage, if you will execute again, is there any more statement? Here is also one more. Okay. So we have to check all the statement. Here is catching different. Actually, I have restarted the kernel. That's why we have to solve all these problems, and only then we can update the previous one. Okay. So first we have to resolve this problem. See here, I can start this part from this is the mini project. These are the industry applications, best practice. Okay. And here you can see. So you can see this statement to get the list of all Python built-in functions, okay, which are exist in the Python, and built-in module is there. From that place we can access these inbuilt functions. So what you are required, this is the first method. Okay, so by using this method, you can import built-ins. Okay, built-ins is the function which I defined at space. This function is required to use this built-ins module. Okay, and when you will import here, then we are using here print directory built-ins. So all the built-in directory functions which exist in this will print here. So when you will execute, you can see all these functions. Sorry, again, I am not able to execute this one. So when you will execute this shell, all this output will appear. So all these functions are inside this one, and many times just like a tuple, supper, sum, string, okay, type, variables, zip, slice, all these functions, just like you can see, we are using the print function. Okay, for complex, boolean is there, bin is there, for compile. So all type of the functions which are required to write the code are, you can see at this place. Okay, so according to our need, we can use one of them. Just like you can see here, we have the arithmetic error in the Python. Okay, so this function you can find arithmetic error. Yeah, this is the very first one. So how you can use this function? Okay, if you want to be core Python software developer, then you are required to use all this and you are required to understand. Okay, but here I try to put one example. Sometimes we are required to use. So the example which I try to put here is very quite simple. This is the arithmetic error in the Python. So this is the inbuilt exception class that serve as the base class for arithmetic corrected exceptions. It is not usually raised directly. Instead, Python raises one of its subclass. So the meaning is that when you will write some uh, program, and when you want to use this operation, so whenever you have the some type of the error, so this will automatically return which type of the error you have made. Okay, so this is the hierarchy. If you will open how this will help you, or how you can use this is the base exception, then we have the exception, and here is the arithmetic operation error. So which type of the arithmetic error can be just like overflow error, zero divisor error, okay, floating point error. So this type of the error can be done by using under this arithmetic error. So when one of these error will be there, so message will be returned. Okay, so why we can use this arithmetic error? So it allows you to catch multiple arithmetic exceptions with a single except block. Just like you can see this example. See here how you can use. We are using here try result 10 by 0. Okay, we are getting number 10 by 0. We want to check, we want to catch zero divisor error. Whenever by mistake you have entered the wrong value, okay, which is not applicable, just like zero divisor is not applicable, this is the error. But you want to check while you are operating something and you want to uh, return some message, what type of the error which you have occur. So by using this one, you can easily check, and this will help you to writing the right code also. Okay, see, result is equal to 10 divided by 0. Now here we are using the except. Okay, see, this is the exception. Except arithmetic operator, arithmetic error is E. This is a statement which you will use. Then print arithmetic error, which error is there. Okay, so this will automatically return the error when you will apply this operation. So this is the only the variable. If you are using here A, you have to use at place A. Okay, you can use any variable at this place, but same you have to use at this place. Okay, not such that you have to use E only. You can use any variable at this place, but the same variable you have to use at this place. So when I will execute, okay, we are trying to check sometimes when you are writing the code and you have the error, but you are required to check which type of the error you have made. Okay, for that, this type of the operation you are required to use. So when you will execute this shell, see, sorry, there is one more input is here. Okay, so you can try yourself. So when you will execute this shell, so this division by 0. Okay, so this you can see the output. This is the arithmetic error, and which type of error you can see. This is the division by 0. Okay, automatically this will return the error message. Which type of the error you have made. Okay, so if you again you can change this value and you can by changing 1, 2, 3. So in that case, this will not be the error message. Only to check the error you can use. Similarly, you can have this one more example here. Okay, so here you can see catching the multiple arithmetic errors. Sometimes you have the multiple values and you want to check all together. So this is one list is there, list of the numbers 10, 5, 0. Okay, so here we are using for loop. This is the way how you can use the for loop. For num, num is the variable from one value of this list. From numbers, number is the variable where you have stored the data set. Okay, so this variable we are using here. So num is the one value from numbers. Then we are trying to check here. Try function as we use in the previous example. This is the same way. Print 100 divided by num. This is the value. So what this will do, this will check one by one. This will check 100 divided by 10. Okay. Then this will check 100 divided by 5. Then this will check 100 divided by 0. So when you will divide 10 by 10, this will be 10. When you will divide 100 by 5, this will be 20. And when we have the 0, so you can see we have the error message. Okay, so division by 0. So in this way, if you have the multiple values are there and you want to check the error, okay, so you can use in this way. So this is a very simplest example. Sometime we can have just like you are checking the even numbers and odd numbers. Okay, and you have multiple numbers in the sequence, but you need only the even number. Okay, so according to that, you can also apply, but you have to understand the syntax, how we are applying, but this will take some time. Okay, not doing all this one or two example, but when you will apply, you will think the logic and what question is in your mind, and when you will do some experiment, okay, there will be some errors you have to remove, but it will take some time to apply this type of the operations. Similarly, you can check here, we have the handling overflow. Okay, import math. We are checking here print math dot exponential value of 1000. The value is very large. Okay, so we are using here 1000 e raised to power 1000. Okay, so this will be very large value. Okay, so when you will use this is the same statement and print the arithmetic error. So the range, this is the math range error. We have put here very large value. Okay, so if you will change this value just like 2, 3, 4, 5 or 200, so you can check how many values we can assign to this exponential function. Okay. Similarly, we have the catching the different arithmetic exceptions together. So we are using here import the math. Here what we are doing, we have x is equal to int input enter the number, then result math dot exponential 1000 here is also very large value. Okay, divided by x, the result. And also you can see if this is feasible, then we have the result. Otherwise, this will return the error based on the input values or this value. See what happened. Accept arithmetic error as a print arithmetic. So when you will enter here any value of x, suppose that I am entering here 5 and enter the first number. Sorry, this one. Where was okay? Okay. Yes, you can see math range error. But here, if you will reduce, suppose that we have 100, control and enter. Is there any more shell? Yes, here is also. So okay. So without entering this value, we are not able to execute. Okay. We are at this shell. Okay, so here you can reduce this value. You can reduce this value up to 2, 3, 4. Here is also we have the same math range error. So this value must be small value. Okay, only then we can have the output. Okay, this when this is under the range, only then we have the result value. But here you can see the math range error. So you have to reduce this value, only then we have the output value at this place. Similarly, you can have the handling the specific exception first, just like you can check this expression, result 10 by 0, except 0 division error, cannot divide by 0. Okay, and except arithmetic error, some arithmetic error occurred. See, here we have the two options. Okay, two conditions. One is the 0 division error, and second is the arithmetic error. So if you will execute this, we are not able to execute it directly because, yes, because of this example. Because of this example, we have to execute this shell. Only then we can run this shell. So you can manipulate these values at the place 0 or 1. You can change this value and then see the output what are happening. Okay. So this is the real world example for the calculator. You can see here we can try the float value, enter the first number, then enter the second number and print the division A divided by B and see if there is any calculation error. So depend upon the values which we are entering here. Suppose that the first value I am entering here is 12, then I am entering here 4. So you can see I have the exact value. But if I try again, I am entering here 12. The second value is 0. Now you can see float division by 0. This is the error. Okay, we are not able to divide this value with 0. Okay, so in this way, this is the complete example. This is the real world example for the calculator. Okay, so in this way, we have the operation. But when you are applying your function, and if by default you are entering the wrong number and you have the error, but you are not able to detect which error is going to happen. So this type of the arithmetic error, as we are using few examples, I try to put here so that you can easily understand. So the main purpose is to use this type of the function, how we can detect the error in our program. This will help you. Okay. Now you can, now we are able to actually all the examples has been executed. Now you can check all the other examples, just like if you want to execute this one, now we can do. cannot divide by 0. If you will change this one to, then see, no error. It means you can print this value, print result. Okay, now we have the value. Okay, if you are making here error divided by 0, you can see this message is there. If there is some arithmetic error, then also this will return. If you want to divide this value 10 by 10, then it is 1. Okay, so the main purpose is handling the exception first. Okay, so now you can see this is the operation, and if this statement is true according to the value, then this will print the value, print the result. But if there is any error, then this will check the zero divisor error, arithmetic error. Okay, so under the division arithmetic operation, which type of the error can be there? So this will automatically return the particular error. Okay, similarly, you can try this example. Okay, so here, okay, if I was entering here 100, now I have this value, because now this value become very small. Okay, this is the value. If you are reducing this value some more, I enter here 10. Yes, now these values are returning. Okay, but when you have this value, actually this is this value is full. Okay, overflow. That's why we are not able to calculate this value. Math range error. This value is beyond the range. Okay, if you are taking 5, then see, you have the output. Okay, so in this way, these expressions will help you. Here is also if we are reducing the value, here is the range error. If you are taking 100, then see, we have the value. Okay, if you want to increase some more, suppose that I am taking 200, then see, we have the value. If you are increasing up to 500, see, yeah, we have the value. Okay, up to 800, we can check. Now, this is the beyond the range. Okay, so in this way, this will help us to handle the overflow. And you can do the experiment by using all these examples. Okay, so I will share this file. This is the one method to return the all inbuilt functions. Then you can see here, this is the another method. This is the another method. Okay, for function in directory built in and then print. So here all the functions are in like string, but here we have in the list form, as you can see. But these functions are same as we discussed in the above. These are the same function. Okay, this is the second method, and this is the third example. So the functions are the same. So you can use any one method to check all these. Okay, here by using this one, you can check the how many built-in functions are there. These are 152. Okay, so this example, just like how we can use the built-in, etc. You can go through here if you are able to understand. It's okay. If you are not able, don't worry. Go through this file. So all type of the content which I prepared in this file, some of these are the various examples are there related to the functions. This part not necessary, but I have add here. If someone is from the computer background and they want to know, they can try all this. But for the other participant who have the mathematics background, actually we are not required all these functions which are you can see here. You can skip all this content. Okay. So there is one more file. Please let me know if there is any question. So all these examples which you can see here, you can easily complete all this part. Many of them we have covered, and some of them you can try. This is the membership operation. Okay, you can try these examples. Okay, I skip this part. Yes. Any question, please, first, if you have. I will take 5 minutes more also. First, let me know if you have any question. Any question, please?
No, sir.
Now, actually, the most important 5, which you can complete yourself. Okay. But the thing is, we are required to use only just like mathematical function and statistical functions. Okay. In data science, etc. So the parts which I skip here, which we have discussed, is fine, and some of the part I skip, just like the how we can determine the error. 3-4 examples I try to present here, but after that this part not important. Okay, if you want, you can skip, but if these are useful in the coming sessions, we will use it accordingly. But right now we are not, these are not important for us. See, the important part is, which will be highly useful in the coming sessions, is this file. Okay, and this file everyone from you can easily complete. Okay, so these are the mathematical functions in the Python. Sometimes just like a round function, okay, power function, maximum, minimum, sum function, division mode, etc. The examples are given here, just like absolute value. So this will convert to minus 15 into 15. You can see this is the round function. Okay, so if we here we put 2, so this will round up to this value up to 2 decimal places. If you want to round up to 3, this will do accordingly. This is the 2 raised to power 5. If you are using power function, the meaning is 2 raised to power 5. Maximum. If you are using maximum function, then the maximum value will return from this value 10, 25, 5. So the maximum value will be returned on the right hand side. If you are using minimum, so the minimum value from the array will return. If you want to find out the sum of this vector 2, 4, 5, you are use here sum. Okay, that is 12. Okay, and here we have division mode. Okay, 17, 5. Okay, so this is 3 and 2. Got it? So in this way, you can use all these expressions. Similarly, we can use the math. So here all type of the examples which are required, just like square root, power. Then we have the fabs. Okay, and math factorial, F mode, F abs. Okay, F abs means absolute value. Okay, this is the mode value. Okay, but these are the expression which are inside math module. Math module is a specific module which is associated with mathematics. Okay, so how you can assess all these values? The functions which are inbuilt in math module, you must be familiar. So always when you are using the module or the library, first you have to use math. And from the math, we are using square root. Okay, so the square root of 25 we have is 5. Then from math, we are using power. Okay, 2 raised to power 4 we have is 16. So all these examples you can easily go through. Okay, CBRT, cube root. CBRT means cube root. Okay, so this is 3. Cube root of 27 is 3. So all these are inbuilt function in math. Then we have the exponential and logarithm function, and you all are familiar, but just you are required to understand only the expression which we are using. Exponential, log base 10, log 10, then we have the log base 10, log 2. Okay, log 2 means log with base 2. Okay, then exponential m1. Try all these examples, understand what are the meaning and how you are getting the values. Okay, these are the trigonometry functions we have to use in the coming sessions, the trigonometry functions, and sometimes these expressions, exponential functions, according to our need. Any function can be required to use anytime. Okay. Sir, please firstly tell us what is the use of the formula in spite of directly telling the formula. Okay, actually, this is the only the list, and you must be familiar about the inbuilt functions. Okay, so here is just you need to keep in mind how you can access the list of the functions and how you can use them. Okay, so you can go through all these this list, and examples are given there. Okay, and some of the participant, if you are required to use the hyperbolic function, the list is given here. Okay, similarly, all type of the trigonometric functions are there, hyperbolic functions are there, and angle conversion. Sometimes you are required to change the angle. You can use these functions. And ceiling function and fluid function are also there. You can use the direct ceiling function. Okay, previously we are using based on the command, but here we have the functions inbuilt math, which you can use for just like ceiling function. This is the fluid function and truncation function. Okay, so when you will execute the while using the ceiling function for 4.2, this will be 5. Okay, upper value will be taken first integer, and when you are using the fluid function, in that case the left first integer will be taken, and this is the truncation value 4.9. It is 4. Okay, this is equal to 4. So these are the sum, just like GCD, LCM is square root, combination, permutation. Distance formula we have taken. Here is the direct formula to use the distance norm. Okay, and these are some specific function and a mathematical constant just like phi, e, tau, infinity, nan. Okay, so these are also many times we have to use, just like p, pi is a very constant and very familiar to use. A is there, tau is there, infinity and nan. So the symbols which you can use for infinity, we have math dot infinity and math dot nan, not a number. Okay, so these are some more examples. So this is all about the list of all mathematical basic fundamental functions. So in the future, whenever you need, you can go through, you can access the functions. Okay, so once you will go through this list of the formulas, and when the coming session will happen, you will not be, you don't have any question how we can use this function, from where you can get the list of the function, and how we are using all these. So this will help you once you are required to use only go through this list of the formulas. Okay. So dear participant, this is all about the today's session. So you are required to complete this list, chapter number 4 and Python mathematical formulas. Both the files will be available in the group. So this Python mathematical functions is only for your own self-paced reading. Yes. Any more question, please? If you have any question, I think the content which we present here, some of the part of this file is similar to the previous one. Some are new, and this file just you are required to go through yourself. Okay, only all the functions we are familiar, all the mathematicians are familiar. Okay, But sometimes when these functions will be used in the coming sessions, so this will help you to use, and once when you will go through, then these formulas will be in your mind. So in the coming sessions, this will help you. Okay, thank you to all. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, now this is the time to conclude the session.
Yes, sir.
So dear participants, the recordings of all the sessions are available. We are doing on cloud-based YouTube. Okay, the list of all the sessions will be available for you, and as soon as this session will be over, after that I will share the recording of the today's session also. Okay, so don't worry about the recordings and the content. Device, I am providing you the all the content, and at the end, we will create the playlist of all the sessions along with all the content, Google Drive directory, along with some of the participants who are registered for this event. They can log in their account, and from that place they will access everything in their account will be available. So don't worry about the content and the recording. This is our responsibility. Thank you. Dear Face, now over to you.
Yes. As we conclude today's session, I would like to sincerely thank Dr. Meher Chand for another insightful and practical session on Python operators. Today's discussion further strengthened our understanding of arithmetic, relational, logical, assignment, and bitwise operators through hands-on examples and problem-solving exercises. These operators are fundamental to writing logical, efficient, and well-structured programs, and today's practice has helped reinforce concepts that will be used throughout the rest of this training. Programming is best learned by writing code, making mistakes, and experimenting with different approaches. I encourage everyone to revisit today's exercises, practice independently, and apply these concepts to small programming problems. Consistent practice will help transform these fundamentals into second nature. I would also like to thank all participants for your enthusiasm, active participation, and thoughtful questions. Your engagement continues to make these sessions interactive and productive. We look forward to seeing you in the next session as we continue expanding our Python programming skills and exploring more concepts relevant to AI and data analytics. Thank you all for joining us today. Have a wonderful evening and see you in the next session.
Thanks to all dear participants, and good night.